Hey everyone, it's Dina and we are back. We are back for more of The Last of Us Season 2, this time on to episode number 2. This is the last episode I'll be able to catch before I have to start watching these after work now. But yeah, no, we had a very strong opener for the season with episode 1. We had a very strong opener, kind of like starting off by straight up introducing us as an audience to Abby, and who she is and who her crew is, and like hinting at what their motivations are, like what they've suffered, like they're the last of the Firefly crew from Salt Lake City, from the hospital and everything, and I think Joel massacred most, if not all people there and everything. So they did hear about Joel. They had Abby had like an actual like profile, like a description of him and everything. Either way, Abby is feeling very, very in like kind of high grief mode and everything, and high vengeance mode and everything. So she was the one who wanted to find Joel and kill him for what he did. Like she said, like, you know, like when we find him, we kill him, and we kill him slow. So yeah, so yeah, and then of course at the very end of the first episode, 5 years later, we see that very same crew. They found Jackson. They're making their way. They're trudging through the snow. They found Jackson. They made their way to Jackson. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Ellie has been doing like combat training, and she's been like she was on patrols, but then she's been like kind of reckless and careless about like her patrol kind of participation, like wandering off and not checking in with the crew and all that kind of stuff too and stuff. So I think in spite of her training and her being allowed to go on patrols, she's also kind of being reckless because she's immune, and because, you know, she's like, you know, she doesn't need to worry about bites or being infected or anything like that. But then I think it's gonna be like one of Tess's lines from the first season was, you know, you're not immune to being ripped apart or killed in any other fashion. So I wonder if that's something that they'll lean in more heavily on in this season too. Like that also why she's doing the combat training too. So then she actually can learn to outmaneuver her opponents maybe, or something like that. So yeah, I don't know, but she's doing that. And we have Ellie and Dina as well. We had like a whole episode kind of planting seeds and stuff for the deli flower to grow and for that to blossom. We had a whole episode about that, like them kind of going out on patrol and hanging out, and it all led up to the New Year's dance where they danced together and then they finally kissed and everything. So that was great. That was really brilliant. So we had that, and then yeah, I think we had like the kind of two kind of different relationships and dynamics going on of like Ellie and Ellie and Tommy kind of working together, and him teaching her how to shoot and everything, and then Joel and Dina as well, which he actually talked about in therapy as well. Like, that one actually treats me like a human being, and like she's actually happy to know me and everything. So they made some good efforts in kind of world building and building Jackson up to be much more and much bigger than it was last season. Actually introducing more characters who live in Jackson, building like having like a bit more kind of like an actual kind of like social kind of atmosphere around it, and like them actually kind of building it up to be something that people can find refuge in as well, like she's taking in refugees and kind of increasing the building with the constructor dial and everything as well. So yeah, it was a good premiere. It was a strong premiere. So yeah, I am very eager to push forward and see what's coming up next, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm very much gonna leave it at that. So yeah, without further ado, The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 2. Let's see what they have in store for us. Oh, Abby. Abby at the... Oh. Oh, dearie me. Oh, good God. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I don't know you.
Is this a nightmare?
Don't go in there. Stop it. I'm telling you, go back.
Is this a nightmare that she's having? Nightmare she's been having?
His brains are on the floor.
So she wants to stop herself from finding out, or like, yeah, or having to see it maybe. Yeah. So clear to say she lost someone during Joel's massacre.
It's a city, Abs.
Oh, Nora went
It would be like
bald.
a tent colony or something.
They've got some vets down there, for sure. But...
Including Joel and Tommy. Well, Joel's not a vet, but still. He's a murder vet.
Okay. And the dogs.
And the horses. Shimmer will whoop your ass you get too close.
Make him tell us where Joel is.
Make them.
Yeah, we said that we weren't gonna hurt anyone else, just
No,
Joel. I'm not
fuck. Relax. I'm not saying we would. I'm saying we bluff. Scare him, you know?
If they don't talk, then what?
Yeah, it's not like we could let him go.
Yeah, they would send word back.
I have to let it crystallize.
But you're onto something.
I'm onto something.
Is it the refugee trucks? Has he seen them? I mean, are they taking them in every day, or is it just whenever they find them? If they can sneak on that and on board that, then that creeps me up just thinking about it. It's nice to see Ariella Barrera on screen again. I haven't seen her in anything since Runaways. Yeah. Well, I think no, she was in One Day at a Time as well. She was in One Day at a Time, but I think that came before Runaways. But it's good to see her here too. Yeah.
The plan is to convince her to go back.
To not go through with this.
Because if we don't, the only people getting killed out here are us.
But I wonder if he thinks that she should go through with this at all.
I want you to fulfill your obligation to the community of Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Jackson
Alien
Hole?
Patrol.
Eight.
I heard you had quite the night after I left.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she kissed me. It was just Dina being Dina. She was high. She won't even remember.
I was talking about some fight you had with Seth and you kissed her.
She kissed
Wow,
Ellie.
Ellie, come on. We've been broken up 1 week and you made a move on her?
I didn't make...
Seriously?
Dina, I wouldn't do that.
I'm screwing with you, man. I already know. I don't care. Come on. Gotta go.
You're the worst.
Oh, he's such a dick.
It's kind of fucked up you did that, though.
Such a dick.
Dead infected near 7 cabins.
Dead infected.
Frozen stiff.
Okay.
They
They didn't
froze
think
to
anything of
death?
it Till 30 live ones broke through from underneath the corpses.
Whoa, that's like some dead snow shit.
Certainty masquerading as knowledge. It's very Ellie of you.
Suck my dick.
Also, somebody told the council a ghost story about the world's smartest infected, and now everybody's spooked
Oh
out
yeah,
of
the
their
stalker. We
Wasn't
had
a
the
ghost
stalker.
story.
Yeah.
No offense, man. I'm gonna do my patrol with Joel. My shit with Joel is complicated. I know that. From the outside, it probably looks really bad. But I'm still me, he's still Joel, and nothing's ever gonna change that. Ever. So you can all stop talking about us, worrying about us, and thinking about us.
He already went out.
What? Who's who?
Dina.
Dina, he left an hour ago.
Makes sense.
For
Yeah.
what it's worth, he wanted to go with you, but he said we should let you sleep.
I mean, at least with him and Dina, there'd be no tension. She should actually be happy to talk to him, to strike up a conversation.
Vanessa, what's the plan?
We go to the forest.
To the forest? Do not go,
You go out to the forest if you see flares. No, you stay. Stay where it's safe.
Young ones, old ones. Safeties, please. Somebody shot themselves in the leg last week. All
Oh.
right, don't be Earl. Now, bigger weapons.
Fuck me. Stay where you are.
I have to face this asshole again.
So last night I obviously had a few too many.
It happens to everyone. People get drunk and say awful shit they've never thought before.
No, that's fair. I shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't have even thought it. I'm sorry. Made you two some sandwiches if you're going out there.
Good old bigot sandwiches. She's got a gun. What are you gonna do with the gun, Abby? Gonna take pot shots? Is that people?
Repeat!
Low visibility, they're coming back to camp.
Repeat!
Return to Jackson.
to make it back.
What about Dina and Joel? Was that who Abby saw? Are they that far out?
Am I fucking hallucinating?
Maybe.
Weed?
7-Eleven full of weed.
Weed? Is this the weed? Is this the weed farm? It should be Ellie and Dina here.
Said Maria wouldn't be supportive of his farming.
Is he borrowing power from Jackson? Is he using power from Jackson to fight? Oh, Was Eugene a firefly? He was a firefly! So did he know about Ellie? Did he know about Ellie? Or even that there was a kid who was immune?
Quit back in 2010.
Oh.
He said he was tired of killing people.
Oh.
I think he was in Vietnam. Joel having to put him down.
So it's known throughout the town then.
Fucking shame. Guy makes it through a war. End up going out like that.
Being shot on site. Being executed.
Couldn't be saved.
Yeah.
She gonna jump down? She gonna try and catch up to them? Oh no. Oh boy. This is why you need an ice pick. Oh, that's infected, is it? That's like a minefield of infected. Bodies frozen on top, but the alive ones are the ones still alive are underneath. If you step on a hand or something like this, that's also gonna wake up. Oh, a clicker! Damn. Well. Oh, the snow. I thought they were moving. The snow is sinking. It's the snow shifting. The snow is shifting. Oh, well, I mean, there is movement. There is movement as well. Yeah, there is definitely movement as well. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh gosh. I guess they needed some way to top the infected coming out of the ground in season 1 with the bloater. Did you drop your gun as well? I mean, you didn't even have your gun when you fell. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. They can't climb, can they? Can they climb? Oh, no, they can grab, they can grab. Oh, they can very much grab, but they can't climb there. No, they can climb. I remember them climbing in the game. They can definitely climb in the game. Oh, this is a very compact space. Oh, yeah, they followed. they just circled round. They just circled way back round. This. Oh god, the claustrophobia. Oh, that's a hungry one. Oh, literally pushing its hand through. Ooh. Oh, this is madness. Yeah, she broke through the chain link. Ooh.
Give me your hand!
Oh, is it?
Can you run? Run!
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, the one person he shouldn't be alone. Where's Dina? Tell me Dina's with him.
Any bites? Let's go.
God, she's just round the spot. She's contemplating ways to kill him. The one person he should not be alone with.
Where the fuck did they even come from? Where did you come from?
The mountain.
Dina, don't trust her. Don't trust her, Dina.
The lodge. My friends are holed up in a lodge halfway up the mountain. Not far. If the infected are down here, maybe there aren't any
Risk
more
it, go to
up
Jackson.
there.
Risk it, go up to Jackson. Go back to Jackson. I don't care how far it is, just go back to Jackson.
Check it.
Ah, she found. Oh, is that a bong mask? That's a gas mask with a bong. That's wow. That's inventive. That's innovative. That's innovative.
Fuck.
Amy.
I'm getting anxiety chills. Yeah. Oh, there's infected in the pipes, isn't there? There's infected tendrils and stuff in the pipes. Yeah.
No, we gotta go faster!
I know!
Oh, damn, the Horde is literally chasing them on horseback as well. Damn. If they go back to the lodge, surely this is going to lead them back there, even if it is up the mountain. Oh, no, but Jackson, though, the settlement. Oh, no. Yeah, because you activated the tendrils in one location. Yeah. So they're going to go start. That's like the biggest we are so fucked look anyone's ever had in their eyes.
Follow the plan. I'll take the roofs. You take Main Street.
That's a big horde. Yeah, this is like some White Walkers headed to Winterfell type vibes. Yeah, except it's during the daytime, so we can actually see it. Well, daytime, but there's still snow. There's still very much snow. There's snowfall, and there's a snowstorm as well.
Jackson Hole!
Jackson Hole. Is that what this place is? Is Jackson Hole? Ooh, just smashing against the wood. Just smashing against the wood, yeah. Barrels of gasoline. Oh, that's ingenious. That's good. Yeah, that's good. They're meant to blow up, right? Oh no, you haven't actually lit the flare. Okay, I was thinking like this. Usually the sparks from the bullets is enough to do it, but you need more. You need more. Oh, there we go. Blowing sky high. Damn! Look at that. Damn. Oof. So, I mean, they'll still do the World War Z thing where they just climb over each other to try and make their way up, then, yeah. Oh, no. Every time it cuts back to them, my heart just sinks. It just sinks.
Oh, God. The lodge is just up ahead. It's like a minute.
No, head
We've got
back.
blankets,
Head back.
ammo. My friends can help
Head
you
back.
get back.
No, head back.
We can
Head back.
fight.
Head back, Joel. No, head back. Head back. Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. You just met her. You literally just met her like 10 seconds ago, okay?
Fast!
Oh no, she really wants to get it. She wants to get it over and done with. Is that a bloater? Oh, there's a bloater here too. There's a bloater here as well. Tell me it's just one. Tell me it's just one. Allow it being just the one. Tell me it's just the one bloater. No, yeah. Got 4 flamethrowers. Good. Oh, but if that one breaks through, the others are surely going to break through as well. Yeah, oh, fuck me. Sideways. Maybe that's what the rifles are for. The rifles take out the runners, and then the flamethrowers focus on the bloater. 4 flamethrowers against the bloater. If that doesn't do the trick, I'm going to be immensely surprised. I'd be very surprised if that doesn't do the trick. Rifles, do your job. Sort out the runners. Yeah, okay. Tactical retreat. Tactical retreat, maybe? Give yourself more space to deal with the walker. That's not a terrible idea. The bloater, even. There's like a horde of runners around the bloater. Oh. Oh, don't waste it on the runners, Tommy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Don't tell me the bloater is heading for Maria. Really? The bloater is that petty? It's just gonna go to higher ground to kill someone? Come on, you big, bumpy son of a bitch. Here we go, here we go. Honestly, yeah, this is already so much better done than The Long Night. This is so much better executed than The Long Night. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh god, even just seeing the shadow and hearing the sound. Come on, Tommy. There we go. There we go. There we go. Give you like a combat roll around it or something. Is it too cold? Is it too cold for the flamethrower to work? Oh, don't trap yourself even further. No, don't box yourself in. Don't do that. Not against a bloater, of all things. Oh, you're just using up fuel as well. Oh god. Maria, can Maria get here in time? Toss a grain in there or something? Oh no, oh. Well, he did toast it. He did toast it. Oh, did that work? Oh, that worked. Oh, nicely done, Tommy. That worked. Oh, yeah, I mean, they've surely lost some of their supply in the middle of all this as well, right? Infected, crash into shops too. Oh, the dogs! Yes, release the hounds! Release the hounds! Yeah. Oh, look at him go! Look at him go! Look at him go! It's a good thing they know to go for the infected and not for the humans as well, yeah. All I can do is put on a brave face. All I can do is put on a very brave face.
Who are you?
Hang on, I gotta jump on this. You're gonna
WLF.
Everybody grab blankets.
And he is Joel.
Jackson, do you copy? Does anyone copy? Any patrols? Anyone? Tommy, you can hear me.
Joel!
Oh
Joel!
no.
We're just gonna put her to sleep for a while. Trust me, it's for the best.
Oh no. Oh Jesus. What are they gonna do? They got like a sedative or something?
What do we look like?
Oh god, that shift. That shift from
Military. Fireflies.
Used to be.
now they're wolves.
There are no more fireflies.
Oh, they actually do have a sedative. Oh, okay. I was actually only half kidding. Got a needle in the hand too.
No.
Oh, right there as well.
You actually are pretty handsome. Congrats on that. Where was the last place you saw the fireflies?
He's got to keep Dina alive at whatever cost.
Salt Lake.
At least you're honest.
I saved your life.
What life?
Ooh! Oh, she blew his kneecap right out.
You're tough. An unarmed doctor you shot in the head.
Yeah, huh?
That was my dad. I was 19.
Same age as Ellie is right now. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you have a code like me, or you're a lawless piece of shit like you. There are just some things everyone agrees are just fucking wrong.
Oh, God. No, Abby, please, Abby, please. I'm asking you to reconsider. I am asking you sincerely to reconsider what you're doing right now.
Oh, it's funny. I have waited
No,
so...
just shut the fuck up and do it already.
Oh no, Joel, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. I am not ready for this. I am not ready for this.
You don't get to rush this.
Oh, God. Oh, Joel. Oh, Joel.
Abby. Abby.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Where's Jesse? Where the hell isn't Jesse with her? Oh, jeez.
Joel, get up. Joel, get up. Joel, fucking get up. Joel, get up. Please.
Joel.
Please get up.
Joel.
Get up. Get up.
Oh, she broke it. Oh, she broke it off.
Please,
Oh,
please,
no.
please don't, please don't do it, please. Please don't, please don't.
Oh. Oh. Oh, Joel.
I'm gonna kill you! You're gonna die! You're all gonna fucking die!
Oh. 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 You see, even when you have played the game, it's still, game players have been like sitting in anxiety of this pretty much when the show was first announced, when the show first started airing, you know. Season 1, that section of the story is the only time where we can actually calm down and breathe, because we know, like, Joel's around for the entirety of that. Season 2 coming around and it being based on part 2, that's when we're like, okay, this is when shit hits the fan. And oh my god, just wow, just that whole episode from start to finish, not just the ending, but I think that's the beauty of this too. Like, the biggest and the most that people take away from this is going to be that ending. That ending is going to be what gets people talking. It's going to be what creates the most buzz, keeps people guessing going forward and everything. That didn't stop them from making sure the rest of the episode was fucking phenomenal. That didn't stop them at all. My body's actually just in shock from having to go through this all over again after 2020, you know? So yeah, I'll start off with saying I think an obvious RIP. RIP to Joel. RIP to Joel. I think from this point onwards we get no more Pedro Pascal in The Last of Us. Just having to say that out loud actually hurts. It actually hurt, like I felt like a sting in my chest that, you know, going forward, I think this is what casting directors have to be wary of. If you cast Pedro Pascal in your project in any way, shape, or form, be careful never to kill him off, because if you do, then the fan base will never recover. We will never recover. We will never recover if we have to watch you kill Pedro Pascal off. Just whether he's a lead, he's a co-lead, he's a side character, like whatever he is, whatever you cast him as, just don't kill him off. Let him retire. Let happily let him go live on a farm somewhere, raising sheep on the moon, like they discussed back in season 1. Joel Miller, our daddy, our collective daddy, just one of many daddy characters he's played over the years. So he had done nothing other than accept his own death, like partly because he knew that was the consequence from 5 years ago, but now also because he needed to protect Dina too. He needed to protect Dina. So, you know, even when he's dying, he's thinking of other, like, daughter figures and everything. So the golf club never actually broke off. Like, in the game, that never happened, which I don't know if it makes more sense for it to do that, because it is a golf club. I think, unless it's made out, I don't know what golf clubs are usually made out of, like steel or iron or like... I was watching The Rookie earlier, like last week, and there was a character in that bragged about having like a titanium golf club. So I don't know. Maybe like the more expensive ones are stronger and more robust. But in the game, I think it was maybe more graphic than Nika, because then she still blew his kneecap out with the shotgun, but there was like an actual clear gap. You could see where his kneecap used to be and everything. It was like a much clearer gap that it looked horrible, and you took one look at that and said, oh yeah, he's never walking again on that leg. So, I mean, it was the same thing here. She beat him from head to toe pretty much, but then the actual kill shot in the game was the golf club still being intact and straight to the head, actually bashing his temple in, and there was like a bit of like his like brain matter on the golf club, and I don't think it was that brutal. You know, I wasn't going to speak on it before, but now after we've seen more of Abby's character and then the actual like the depth of her vengeance and her rage and everything, I feel like we can now talk about it. Like in the game, she was obviously like, she had a much buffer physique and everything, which was thanks to her kind of being in the WLF settlement and training there and stuff, so that, I think that allowed her to be more brutal physically with Joel in the game. But here, I think she did still beat the shit out of him, but instead of going for like a harder kill shot, she just went for like the half gold club and just stabbed it right through his neck and everything. So Ellie coming in, that was one-on-one with the game, and her scratching Manny in the face and being pinned down and everything. I think the only difference there, I think, would be in the game it was Joel and Tommy who saved Abby. It was actually Joel and Tommy who found and saved Abby, and then they smashed Tommy's face with the gun and knocked him out. And the fact that they had like Ellie kind of still conscious even after that kick to the ribs too. I think she was still conscious, and she was just crawling her way over to Joel, and then just lying with him as he died. I mean, I don't know if he actually died straight away from that, because I think she put it in through his neck, so he'd definitely be choking out on his own blood. But this show has given us closure and time with characters that the game never did, and the show is no less brutal when it kills characters or when it takes away characters or anything like that. It's no less brutal, no less kind of hard-hitting, but I think it definitely hits harder because they give us more time to spend with the characters in the game. I think when they did the game, I think they definitely like wanted to make more of a point of how brutal and harsh the world was. It more so in the sense of like, oh, we don't get enough time with these people, and these people are now permanently living in a world that has forever changed, and it demands the harshest, most brutal kind of survival tactics from all of them and everything, and if they can't hack it, then they die, simple as. But with this one, so like a lot of that is maintained, but I think they have preserved a lot more of the humanity in so many of these characters, and a lot more of the emotions and everything that everyone feels, like even like years after having still like lived in this world and everything. It's something that everyone still feels. And yeah, god, this is I can't even think straight. I'm just still just like that image of like that aerial shot that they had, like zooming out of like of Ellie over Joel's body, is just, that's actually stuck in my head. Like I can't even. Pedro Pascal, Bella Ramsey, and Kaitlyn Diva, they all crushed it. They all they nailed it to the floor. Like, I mean, not just the fact that it's one-on-one with the game, but the fact that it actually nails the tone. It nails the tone of it so hard. And I think, I mean, it feels a lot more drawn out. It feels like for obvious reasons, it actually does feel like a lot longer and like a lot slower paced than the game, a lot more drawn out. They actually take the time to set it up and execute it properly. The death wasn't actually executed properly, and all the necessary context for the death was revealed much later, by which time most players were too angry to continue or too angry to actually care about what happened. So with this one, I feel like it actually kind of gives people time and space to understand why it's happening while still feeling angry and feeling upset and feeling, you know, like yeah, but I mean, just like all three of them absolutely nailed it. They nailed it, and I think, I mean, when I was playing the game, it hurt because I love Joel, and I was like, I don't want to lose him, so like it hurt there. But now with this, it's the, again, I'm gonna say again, it's the added effect of actually having Joel played by Pedro Pascal, and not just like to be like a Pedro Pascal fangirl or anything, but then Pedro actually did play, even right up and like right up to the scene, he fully like put his all into this scene, like knowing like Joel knowing that he was gonna die, knowing he wasn't really gonna make it out of this one, and his focus is still on cooperating because he wants to save Dina, and he knows that as long as she makes it out of this, then, you know, chances are she's gonna stay with Ellie, she can be with Ellie. And Joel and Dina's dynamic that they established prior to this is what makes that hit even harder. Like, even Dina herself is gonna be grieving because she lost a father figure, she lost someone close to someone else that she loved, she lost someone that she loved as well. She spent ample time with Joel, like he even mentioned her in his therapy, and he had nothing but good things to say about her. He loved her, you know. So Dina's gonna be feeling the weight of this, but then she knows that Ellie more than anyone else, like Ellie and Tommy are on par with on par with how they're gonna feel about this. But I think like Ellie, given the recent history that her and Joel have had, I think she's going to be hit even harder with this, because then she's had a strained relationship with him that she know, like she even mentioned to Jesse, she knows people have been talking and thinking, and so that's going to be like her last memory. Like she spent the last few years kind of angry and mad at him, and now she doesn't have any time to take any of that back, and that's what's going to make it even harder. So I think, you know, like Dina is going to have to kind of grieve with her and maybe even stay strong for her as well, because then she knows that like Ellie is grieving a lot more than just his loss. She's grieving all the time that she wasted, like all the time that she spent being angry at him, and the time that she can never get back, and the time she's never going to get again. So we got news on season 3 being greenlit, and it was because they're still adapting season like part 2, and part 2 is a massive game, so obviously like they need multiple seasons to actually cover that properly. So then up until that point, the question became more of, okay, how soon into this are we going to lose him? Because in part 2 we lose him very early on. We lose him pretty much right at the beginning, like maybe like an hour into the game, if even. Like my theory being like, oh, maybe they're gonna put like a whole season's worth of exploration and analysis and exposition onto Abby's character, and maybe the season finale might be us losing Joel. But no, they take him away right in the second episode, so the complaint might still stay there of like, oh, they took him too soon, like just like in the game they took him away from us way too soon and it was too quick and all that kind of stuff. But I think having played the rest of the game and watching Ellie's journey, I think that's what makes the fact that they took him away, like, it doesn't make it feel right, but actually it makes sense, and like it takes time to understand it, and you know, it's not the easiest thing to understand, because again it's a very emotionally provoking and thought-provoking kind of way of telling this story, and it's very, very much like they want you to feel what you feel. That's kind of like the realism to it and everything, like in this kind of particular context, and looking at what makes her angrier. Like, is it losing Joel that makes her angrier, or is it all the stuff that she lost out on doing that makes her angrier and everything? So I mean, that kind of stuff, I don't want to get into it too much. I don't want to spoil it, like because the show itself might do it like however differently from the game and everything, but the journey in the story definitely still interested me, so I'm definitely curious as to how they're going to cover it in the show as well. And just how all of that kind of stuff's going to be explored. In the game, there was no movement from him whatsoever. Like, from the moment Ellie walked in, he opened his eyes and he saw her, but there was no other movement. In this, he actually did lift his head up off the floor for a few inches, so I don't... Based on how it goes in the game, I thought, out of nowhere, that's going to be when, Abby actually picks up, picks up another golf club and then just goes to town on his head or something like that, Like, I thought it might be maybe even more graphic than it is in the game. In the game, it's just one swing and he's out. But with this one, I thought maybe she might just grab a new golf club, rush over, and then just out of nowhere, as he's lifting his head up off the floor, that's when she just starts doing it, and then it's just going to be horrible to watch. And even in the midst of all that pain and all that agony and actually having been to hell and back with Abby, like, he still, as soon as he sees Ellie and as soon as he recognizes her and hears her voice, he has just enough strength left in him to actually very, very visibly acknowledge her presence and everything. So I think maybe even deep down that breaks his heart too, the fact that, he never would have wanted her to see this. He never would have wanted her to actually have to watch him die, or maybe even worse, like her coming in, seeing all of this going down and wanting so desperately to save him. He doesn't want her to feel like she's failed or she's done like a bad job. Again, that's the kind of tragedy of it. Like, he's gonna die and she's gonna have to live with that for the rest of her life. And Bella perfectly captured exactly what Ellie is feeling in that exact situation. Like, she's not like I think she's worried because, again, like, there's been no response from Joel or Dina, and they're looking for them, and there's a blizzard out and there's a horde and Jackson's on fire and everything, so she doesn't know what's happening, so she just wants to make sure he's okay. And then when she opens the door, he is so far from okay. He is so far from okay. He's on the verge of death, and then immediately as she tries to save him, she's pinned down. You can definitely tell that's real tears. Like that's her having to actually say goodbye to a co-star that she has treasured for years. All the years they were filming season 1, and then the years they were filming, like all the time that they were filming season 2 for, like all the years that they've spent together making this. Like, they have genuinely kind of become such kind of like friends, and as well as like an actual father-daughter duo, kind of like a father-daughter dynamic behind behind camera and everything. But then I think like watching interviews with them, you definitely get much more like an actual like a friendship kind of vibe from them and everything. So like translating that into this too, like her having to actually say goodbye to Pedro because he's not going to be a part of it anymore. She gets the vibe of what's about to happen and what could happen. I think that's when every possible emotional state and every possible emotion just kind of rushes through her, and all of a sudden she's desperate for time. She's so desperate for time to be able to save him, to save Dina, desperate for time to get him out of there, desperate for if by some miracle they were all to survive this, then it would be like a massive wake-up call to her to be like, again, no matter what he's done, you said it to Jesse, you said it yourself, at the end of the day, you're Ellie, he's Joel, and you're going to be what you are, even in spite of whatever other beef or hidden secrets you have between you. And maybe this might even be the thing that actually gets Joel to open up, like actually surviving this would get him to rectify all of that kind of, pregnant kind of silence between you two and everything, so that is the brutality of it, that, as much as she wants more time, life won't give her it. Life won't give it to her. Abby certainly won't, so Abby, Kaitlyn Dever's performance as Abby, like, you see her bouncing back and forth between, oh shit, I'm in trouble and he saved me, and then, oh shit, it's Joel. Like, he has a gun in his holster. She clocked that he has a gun in his holster. He's like, in seconds I could just grab that, blow his brains out. Like, I mean, the beauty of those moments was, like she has convinced herself for so long that she needs to, like, draw it out to make it as long and endurance testing as possible. She needs to make him suffer. And that's what they agreed on 5 years ago. Like, when we kill him slow and everything. So she doesn't want to just waste it. She can't risk actually making it too quick like that. It's like it's the kind of like the sadism behind it, if you will. How quickly they try, like she changes from the fearful victim to the fearless kind of vengeful kind of warrior, like hell bent on that kind of path of like seeking retribution and everything. It is like, just like her acting chops have never let you down. Her acting chops have never let you down. The first thing I think I ever saw her in was Short Term 12. I think it was Short Term 12 with Brie Larson was in it as well, and Rami Malek and Stephanie Beatriz too. Like that movie, I think that's the first thing I ever saw her in, and that one she knocked it out of the park there too. So I think she's been in a bunch more stuff. I think she's in like an Alien movie as well. I think that I still haven't seen it. I think she's in No One Is is here to save you, or no one is coming to save you. There's like an alien invasion movie where she's the only human or something. So I saw the trailer for it and it looked mad. But yeah, but yeah, as an actress, I think she always gives it her A game, and she always gives it her all, and she always like delivers like a great performance. So it was no change here whatsoever. And they started filming her scenes for the season 3 days after she lost her mother to cancer as well. Like her mother fought cancer for like a number of years, and then she lost that battle to cancer. And I think she went to the funeral 3 days before I think they started filming for this. So I think she chose the perfect character to play, to actually translate that grief into like an actual artistic performance and everything, because she lost a parent to cancer. And then, you know, but then I was thinking about that too, like with cancer, like how that works. I mean, I'm no kind of like medical expert by any means, but then with the way cancer works, like it's one thing that multiplies and divides until it takes over the whole body, and it stops like it degrades vital life functions and all that kind of stuff too. Like thinking about that with Joel too, like he was just one person, but he systematically went through the entirety of the hospital, wiping out all of the Fireflies like a cancer, and then he saved Ellie, and even the way she describes it too, like you shot an unarmed doctor and then you walked out of the hospital like it was nothing and everything. So like that kind of symbolism, I think, largely be unintentional, but if that's the way that she kind of viewed it too, like Abby herself has taken out a cancer that took something from her, like one person who took out everyone and everything in his path, and including someone that she cared about just to get to someone that he cared about. Then the way that Kaitlyn Dever pulled that off too, like as soon as she immediately like switched into an Abby in control of the room and in control of Joel and Dina, and actually had like the one with the power, the one with the ability to let loose her vengeance upon Joel too. Everything about that made her terrifying. I was shitting bricks. I was fully shitting bricks. And Laura Bailey, who voiced her, who played her and voiced her in the game, props to them both. But with this one, I think Kaitlyn Dever, I think maybe had like the advantage maybe of actually kind of having a more kind of exposition-y kind of form of storytelling that they decided to go for, of actually kind of like her explaining who she was. In the game, Abby never told him who she was. She never told him, and there was no hint as to who she was at all. Like he died saving someone, and then that person immediately switching up on him in the name of some kind of supposed vengeance. That's it. Like she gave him a chance to actually to guess who she was, and then he was like, you know, why don't you just get it over with, like he did in the shows, or like, oh, shut the fuck up and just get it over with and everything. So the nightmare she's been having of like going back and telling herself not to go, not to look and everything before she finds his body and everything, so that's clearly been haunting her. She joined the WLF Isaac's group in Seattle, and like she's been training with him, and they gave her the backstory that we needed to understand why she was doing this. And again, I think Kaitlyn's delivery of that backstory and her delivery of actually setting up Abby as that kind of a character that, you know, like you never saw coming. The one from the game, I feel like she was a lot more kind of focused on vengeance than she was like getting caught up in like identities or getting caught up in the details or anything like that. Like she knew the details, and she knew like in her heart she felt like this is what she needed to do to get closure and to get the vengeance that would satisfy her and everything. But in this one, she actually wants him to know why she's doing this, and she wants him to, I think maybe it's also a part of the training as well, because then she mentioned like Isaac has like a code of like you don't kill an unarmed or like an unarmed person, or like a person who can't defend themselves. The one thing that she's doing in order to make up for that is actually explaining who she is, why she's doing it, so like she doesn't come across as some kind of petty kind of savage who just like killed someone who saved her. I hope to God, especially knowing what Laura Bailey went through, especially knowing what she went through, I hope to God Kaitlyn Dever does not suffer or face any of the kind of backlash that Laura Bailey faced. I mean, to feel it to call it backlash feels like toning it down a lot, because Laura Bailey actually like received some horrible shite, like all for playing like a character in a video game. So with this one, I think you like it's like the double audience of like game players and first time TV show watchers who discovering this death and discovering this moment in the story and everything. So I'm hoping I'm not just hoping she has adequate security to be able to defend herself from this, but I'm hoping people actually pull their heads out of their asses for once and actually manage to differentiate reality from fiction and find out that, you know, Pedro Pascal is still alive. He did not actually get stabbed in the neck. It would be really fucking method if he did, but that's not actually what went down. So she was 19 when she lost her dad, and now Ellie is also 19 when she kills Joel. So it's that kind of parallel. So then, but then he still sees like a young woman who needs help and everything. So of course, him being him and everything, and like just him kind of wanting to protect like another young girl from danger and actually keep her safe and everything, would like those instincts would kick in. Dina being her, like being like a survivalist and actually having been raised in the Jackson settlement and knowing what to look out for and that kind of stuff. I feel like she would not be completely rejectful, but then she'd also just kind of like keep her at like an arm's length and actually make sure that she knows or has some idea of who she is. For lack of a better term, they did kind of disarm Dina, I think, because then they had to keep horse riding through the snow to get away from the horde, and then by the time they get to the lodge, Dina is kind of, her hands are riddled with frostbite and everything, and then they sedate her as well to actually keep her asleep while all this goes on, because that's like the one element of mercy they do have, to actually not force Dina to have to watch everything. That's maybe then the switch up, that like Ellie actually watches Joel die and stays alive for the whole thing and stays conscious for the whole thing, but then Dina's the one that gets knocked out. And then when she comes to, his kneecap is blown out, he's bleeding out all over the floor, and there's a golf club wound in his neck, and Ellie's kind of just called up to him and everything, and of course Jesse shows up at the end of all of it too, and like that last shot too of like all of them on horseback headed back to Jackson too, like Dina's on her own horse, and then Jesse's kind of riding with Ellie, and then of course Joel's body in a bag just kind of trailing behind them too. So I think, yeah, I mean, given what they've established with Joel and Dina already, I'm very, very kind of curious to see what like her journey forth is going to be like with Ellie as well, like her grieving process and how she agrees with Ellie, kind of like insisting on being alone during all of this, but then Dina is not going to let her do any of that, and she's going to fight to actually be able to visit her and to see her and to be with her for as long as Ellie will let her. Outside of the Joel tragedy, we have Jackson facing his own tragedy. It was two different hordes, I think. One horde that Abby woke up from the snow, and then another horde where when they were cracking open the pipes, they saw the tendrils were there, and they activated that, so then that woke up another horde somewhere else, because then like the second horde just came in through the camera frame out of nowhere. Presumably that's the one they woke up when they actually smashed open the pipes and saw the tendrils kind of sneaking out and everything. So two different hordes forming one mega horde, and one bloater as well. We had the return of a bloater. So I think again they definitely nailed the horde threat and the threat of the infected in this game. Very similar to the Long Night from Game of Thrones as well, with the horde, with the army of White Walkers descending upon Winterfell as well. But with this one, they made it freezing cold and in the middle of a snowstorm too, so everyone was freezing their ass off and firing off bullets and all that kind of stuff too. But even then, like you could see everything going on. Everything was so well executed, lighting up the path with the oil barrels and making them blow up, and all that kind of stuff too. And even preparing for the bloaters with the flamethrower and everything, and even sending all the civilians underground and keeping the fighters and the shooters up top too. Like they like in terms of disaster prep, they have everything planned out, like where everyone needs to be, what everyone needs to do, where all the survivors need to be, and like how to barricade everything up and all that kind of stuff. I think the tragedy of it being that they still lost a lot of people to infections too. Like even there was that last shot of some guy showing his arm having a bite on it and then immediately getting his brains blown out, which was like the only thing that they could actually do. So they definitely still lost some people, and they didn't just go after people, they actually intentionally crashed into all the different shops and all the different kind of other buildings they had, so even actually messing up their supplies, and that seems awfully petty of them too. Like I mean seeing like a building full of supplies or food or whatever, and then just kind of going crashing into that and actually ruining their supply and everything, that just seems unreasonably petty. But still, it worked. It definitely worked. And him taking on the bloater as well, like that was a scene and a half, him taking on the bloater. Like initially it going after Maria too, like I'm sure her bullets were not the. I mean, I actually don't know if her bullets were the only ones flying at the bloater at that time. But then she started to shoot the bloater. It caught wind of her, and then Tommy immediately draws his attention back down to ground level again. And then seeing him go one on one with the bloater until the flamethrower ran out too. That was hard as shit. Props to Tommy for that. He held down. He held his ground and he held down the fort. At this point, Jackson is mostly standing. It's still mostly left standing. The walls need repairing. Everything needs repairing, and then the infected need clearing out and everything. But now to add heaps upon heaps of salt to an open wound, which is literally what Jackson is at this point, they now need to deal with the death of a very beloved member of the Jackson community now, the Jackson Hole community. I think they kept on calling it Jackson Hole. I'm assuming that is what it's called. Tommy's not going to handle that well at all. Tommy is not going to handle that well at all. He's going to want to know details, and he's going to be grieving heavily. Like, he lost his niece 20 plus years ago, and now he loses his brother, his only, like, the only other kind of family besides from his wife and kid he has left. So I think then they did a very good job of actually establishing he is a very, very contributive and very kind of dear member of the community. He's been helping with the building, he's been helping with all the social aspects, and so it's going to be a case of, like, you know, are they going to come back? Should we be worried about them? Like, what are we going to do? Are we going to go back and hit them even harder? You know, are we gonna hit back with our own vengeance? You know, it's gonna be vengeance trip after vengeance trip and everything, which is him leading them in the face of crises against, like, a horde of infected, and actually getting them prepped up and giving orders, and actually standing his ground and everything, protecting his family, protecting his newfound home, and all that kind of stuff too. You know, like, seeing that was really great for me, and seeing how formidable and how kind of, like, driven he can be in, like, even when packed into a corner in a crisis. Like, he never loses focus, he never loses, like, his sense of what to do or what's right or anything like that. He'll keep fighting, and he'll keep pushing, and he'll keep, you know, he will also, like, putting his life on the line to save other people too. So very interested to see, like, how that kind of translates going forward too, in the face of this of such a grave kind of loss and everything too, like how that translates into that, like if he manages to get darker because of what he's lost and what other people have taken from him. Not only did she want to do this, but she wanted to do this in as brutal and as, like, in a way that would really stick in their memory as well. Like her, like, she's leaned in hard on the vengeance thing, and she's let it completely consume her to the point where she's like actually getting some kind of satisfaction out of this and everything too. So, like, towards the end of it, like, even Owen telling her, like, just end it now, like that's what they're there to do and everything. So, like, even then, like, she's like, you know, you're here now, there's no stopping you, so just do it so we can leave and put this behind us and everything. Owen's original plan when Nora and Mel and Manny spoke to him was like, you know, I'm going to try and get her to turn back. Like, even her, even him thinking, like, you know, as much as this is what she wants, this just won't work. Because, I mean, on the one hand, they're outmanned and outgunned if they do try and get into Jackson. There's no way they're going to make it out there alive, especially if Abby does end up doing what she's trying to do. They did still find, like, a new home with the WLF, but even then, that was solely, like, even when Owen proposed that way back when, like, that was solely for them to prepare to hunt down Joel. That was like, you know, we can get supplies, we can build ourselves up, we can actually train, we can actually get some more solid leads and everything. So even then, that was like an offer to not only find the new home, but to actually be able to go at Joel fully prepared and fully kind of, you know, decked out and everything. But even then, it was literally just their group. They didn't show up with like an army or anything like that. So then, just kind of seeing how Abby was the spearhead of this operation, but then she's also the only one whose heart is fully and wholly in it too, was a very kind of interesting thing to see. So I think it's going to be interesting seeing how, on the one hand, seeing how the Jackson group kind of reels in from this loss, but then also seeing how the WLF group and like the Seattle group actually, you know, like what the, like where they go from here, what they do, you know, because then the entire time they've been following Abby, and even Abby, like seeing how seeing if like killing him the way that she did, like if that actually works for her, if it still helps, if it actually gets the job done, if it actually does kind of fill the void in her heart. Or and then we found we had the weed farm, we did have the weed farm, but I think the one tragedy, we did not have the scene from the game of Ellie and Dina finding the weed farm and making out and and stuff. That was actually that was the one change they had. I think this one was Ellie and Jesse going out on patrol and them finding the weed farm and everything. So presumably he was also using Jackson's resources and like Jackson's power source and everything as well to actually to keep the weed farm up and running and everything too. So I think maybe his opportunity to clock out and visit the weed farm isn't as frequent as he would like it to be. But either way, Eugene ran the weed farm and everything, and we got some information on him too. He was a Vietnam vet as well, which probably kind of helped them be more certain of his conscription into his recruitment into the Fireflies and everything too. But then he did quit quite early on. He quit in 2010, which is years ago. So to him, I think maybe like in his mind, the Vietnam War made more sense to fight in than the Fireflies War did, because then clear as day, like what we can see is that the outbreak kind of the outbreak tore down humanity to the point where factions of humans built up a lot more kind of incorrect and inhuman and immoral than others were. Like even like the Federal in Kansas City, they took complete and total abuse of their power and everything, so that's what they were fighting. But then there are plenty of stories of World War II vets and Vietnam War vets and just vets overall, like in any kind of war, who come back from it with some level of PTSD and some level of actual kind of, you know, like no desire whatsoever to keep fighting or to keep killing or to keep doing anything like that. So then I think that's then I assume we might get a flashback, because then it's like one other person that Joel killed right before he himself died. Pedro, buddy, you knocked it out of the park as Joel. You were loved and cherished. You will continue to be loved and cherished as Joel, even if you're not present and alive and accounted for in the show as Joel. You know, you are loved and cherished as Joel, and appreciated as Joel too. You played an amazing Joel Miller. I don't care what anyone else says. You played the role of Joel Miller to perfection. You know, playing father figures to children and predominantly teenage girls is exactly your calling, and you knocked it out of the park every time. So I think it was quite recently a Star Wars Celebration too. They actually gave us a new look at Din Djarin in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie coming out too. So I still need to finish Mandalorian season 3. That hasn't happened yet. So yeah. So I mean, if I want to see more of Pedro in in a role wherein he's alive and well, I can just go and finish off the Mandalorian. So that's fine. I'm done. I'm set. So the inclusion of Through the Valley, the song sung by none other than Ashley Johnson. Ashley Johnson is also a singer. I don't know if she sung anything like outside of like the Last of Us songs. I think she sung Wayfaring Stranger with Troy Baker, and I think she's also sung Through the Valley too, and I think that song was first used when they did the official teaser trailer for The Last of Us Part 2 at the Sony announcement kind of thing, whatever it was. That's when it was first released. But I think to my knowledge that those are the only songs she's actually professionally sung, and it was for The Last of Us as well. So it was actually for the soundtrack and everything. So regardless of that, she's a phenomenal singer. She's absolutely right. Like, her voice is so good to listen to, and I think especially like even like those lyrics like for that song too are very, very applicable and very, very fitting, and it's a great song to include. One thing I actually didn't know until after watching the episode 2, people pointing it out. I think I didn't actually clock him like as soon as I saw him, because I mean I've seen him perform before, like in videos and everything, but I think I actually didn't really register him as soon as I saw him. But Gustavo Santaolalla, the actual composer for the music for the TV show and for the game, actually made a cameo in the first episode. He was a part of the band during the New Year's dance and everything at the end of the first episode. So he was actually on the guitar and everything. He actually made a cameo, so that was really, really cool. Regardless, I am still very, very eager to see Bella continuing Ellie's journey and Isabella continuing Dina's journey, and even Kaitlyn continuing Abby's journey too. I really want to see more of like that character and see, you know, I mean, it's very easy to hate her and very easy to, you know, do all of that and to feel the way that you do, and I think that's exactly what they want. I think I don't think they did this hoping that people would immediately fall in love with Abby or anything like that. Falling in love with Kaitlyn's performance, and actually, you know, again, if you hate her, that means she did a good job portraying this character. You're not meant to like her, at least not right off the bat anyway, or off the golf club. But yeah, no. But either way, whatever you do, make sure your dislike of the character is restricted to the character and not the actress herself. The actress is a very, very real person and everything, who is somehow powerful enough and gracious enough to actually use a very, very real life loss to power her performance as a character who went through like a very, very similar thing and everything. So again, like the ability to take that kind of a loss and that kind of trauma and that kind of heartbreak and actually turn it into something that you can put on the screen is it just amazes me. Like that there are plenty of actors who even actually they use art and they use acting as an art to actually kind of help process their loss and their grief and everything. So Abby does not have the healthiest coping mechanism with her kind of warpath for vengeance and her desire for vengeance and everything. So clearly like the way she deals with it is not like the utmost correct or best fitted way to actually deal with something. It's just the way that she chose. That is as much as I can actually bring myself to think about. I need to take some time to recover from this. I spent time recovering back in 2020, and now 5 years later they're doing the exact same thing to me. So February of 2020, or like I think, or like just like around this time, I think it was that The Last of Us 2 was released for the first time and everything. So yeah, either way, I'm gonna go take some time to think and mourn and, you know, do that kind of stuff. And yeah, so that was The Last of Us. That was my reaction for The Last of Us Season 2, Episode number 2. So thank you guys, as always, so much for being here and for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then feel free to leave a like and comment on what your thoughts are. Comment on how you're feeling, any you know, like try and be civil at least, you know. So, you know, like, any comment, anything you're feeling, positive or negative or neutral, but, you know, just keep things civil and collected and everything, you know. But what your thoughts are on this episode, how you think things are going to roll out from here, what you hope to see, anything like that. Of course, spoiler-free comments as well, very much appreciated. But if you're interested in the full-length reaction, then that one will be over on Patreon, so you can go check that one out over there. And yeah, that is pretty much it from me. So until the next time, bye bye for now.